Only 9 days to go until the Senate runoff in Georgia, and voters are already heading to the polls. With a week-long early voting period underway, both Raphael Warnock, Democrat, Herschel Walker, Republican, are campaigning to sway voters yet again. And the stakes are high, with Democrats holding 50 seats to the Republicans' 49. The left already threatening to push forward President Biden's agenda if they win the outright majority of the Senate. Charlie, let me go to you first. Why is this so important?
Well, it is very important, even though it doesn't necessarily determine the outcome, who has control anymore. But it is it's very important for two reasons. One is this is a seat that should be in Republican hands. Brian Kemp beat Stacey Abrams by nearly 8 points. Yeah, 7 or 8 points. That's the normal sort of way Georgia votes. For Republicans to be on a razor's edge in Georgia means that Republicans are not healthy. The second thing is that let's jump forward 2 years. This past Senate race election was a terrible map for Republicans. They were defending, 22 seats, where Democrats were defending, I think, 14 seats. Yeah. So it was a terrible map. The map in 2024 looks much better for Republicans. Democrats are defending 9 seats in 2024 in competitive states. That means, and let's just say hypothetically, Republicans were to win all of those. That puts them 1 seat away from a filibuster-proof majority. Yeah. And then suddenly, if that were to happen, and that's obviously an unlikely scenario, but it could happen. If that's the situation, you're looking back 2 years and going, man, why didn't they fight harder for that one seat back in Georgia?
Well, let's hear from the aforementioned Governor Kemp on the importance of this Senate race in the Peach State.
That's why we need Herschel Walker in the United States Senate. He will go and fight for those values that we believe in here in our state. And that's why it's time to retire Raphael Warnock and send Herschel Walker to the United States Senate. Don't believe any polls. Don't believe the political pundits that are saying, oh, this race doesn't matter anymore. It matters. It is about the future of our country.
No, it's remarkable, Jackie, that you have the 45th president and Donald Trump won't be campaigning for Herschel Walker as far as we can see.
Right.
And we don't see the 46th president, Joe Biden, campaigning for Raphael Warnock.
Maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? Who knows? But having said that, Governor Kemp is really right. In no race, and people were saying this in the midterms too, even when people were calling for this, huge tsunami, you still have to get out and vote. You have to exercise your voice. If the issues that we discuss time and time again on this panel are so important to people, like the economy, like the border, like our foreign policy, then they need to get out and they need to make sure that Herschel Walker is elected. And time will tell. December 6th, we'll know what exactly is happening. But I look at this from the long-term picture, too. It's not just about right now. These are 6-year terms, I believe. And so it could decide what the shakeup is and what the look is in the future. And that's what people need to think about. And they also need to look at, how we came out of the midterms, how the Republicans came out of the midterms and say, we need the seat. We've got to go after it. One of the things that always amazes me about the Democrats is how they stick together. Nancy Pelosi could get up and say the most blasphemous thing, but people will rally around her and people will go out and vote Democrat no matter what. In the Republican Party, sometimes it's fragmented and fractured, and they don't do that. They don't stick together. So we'll see.
Lisa, you've worked on many campaigns, close races. If you're advising Herschel Walker right now, what's your advice in terms of this is what you got to say and do to win? This is what will resonate with voters.
Well, I'd say focus on the economy, keep your head down, don't say anything stupid, and get out the vote, right? You work your butt off, you try to drive people out to vote. And the bottom line is, look, a 50-50 Senate, it's harder for Democrats to pass their radical agenda. And then it also gets us closer to the majority that Charlie was talking about, because Democrats are defending 23 of the 34 seats that are in play for the Senate in 2024. And what that also does is it puts pressure on John Tester in Montana and a deep red state. It puts pressure on someone like Joe Manchin in deep red West Virginia, who, by the way, saw his approval rating nosedive after that vote for the Inflation Act when, they said it was an Inflation Reduction Act. And then after it was passed, it was like, LOL, just kidding. It's a climate bill, right? Which doesn't play well in West Virginia, right? And then he's also facing legitimate challengers like Representative Alex Mooney. Also, Jim Justice, the governor there, might be jumping in the race. He's eyeing that Senate race because he's term limited. So, look, there's a lot of Democrats in tough spots. So a 50-50 Senate would put additional pressure on those Democrats running in red states. So it just gets us closer to that majority. So if you're in Georgia, get your butt out and go vote.
And then also to game it out a little bit further, you put pressure on a guy like Manchin, who has always been under a lot of pressure, and he's always resisted it, but it could happen.
Not this time, Charlie. This is the time.
To switch parties if that vote, it makes a difference in the outcome of the race. That's
would he switch, though, or would he become an independent? I see the latter being the more likely scenario.
Yeah, probably. And honestly, the amount of pressure he has resisted so far has been pretty Herculean. But then again, he knows how to be the person at the crossroads where all the money goes back and forth, and to get his piece, which is a very smart way. If you want to bring a lot of money and pork to West Virginia, that's a smart way of doing it. But if he's suddenly sidelined, then he's not going to be at that crossroads.
See, can I get this, though? I do think he's vulnerable because his approval rating in May was at 57%, and then I was reading after the vote it went down to 26%. That is a substantial drop.
Wow.
In a state like West Virginia, I've worked in West Virginia politically. In a state like West Virginia, you can't go vote for a climate bill in West Virginia, right? So I do think that might have taken him out of the running, particularly if you've got someone like Jim Justice, who has massive statewide name ID, who's well-liked in this state. I think that could be it for Joe Manchin.
I just love the fact that his name is, he's Governor Justice. I mean, what other state could
that's
you
a
be
pretty,
Governor Justice in than West Virginia? I mean, that sounds like a guy that's a winner right there.
That's a solid last name.
It is.
Yeah.
It wasn't Smoking the Bandit. It wasn't that the Jackie Gleason character. It was Buford T. Justice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Buford T. Justice, that's right.
I'll end it here, by the way, because I know we got to go. It's amazing that Florida and Ohio used to be such pivotal swing states, and now they are, I'm not saying deep red, but they are red. And now Georgia and Arizona are the purple states. Funny how that works, right? Anyway, I'll leave everybody with that thought for a moment.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.